that time, and the title company, she chose an attorney, had to work through that, but they got it done.
Yep.
There were back taxes owed.
Mm-hmm.
I think there might have been a couple of judgments for something else. So all of that, you know, of course, that's where you come in. I stayed with the title company to help wherever I could,
Mm-hmm.
but we ultimately got it all done, got the property sold in the condition that it was in, which was not very good,
Mm-hmm.
to an investor who will turn around and fix it up and put it back on the market. So the good thing for her, it could have been worse. Luckily, it was just her and her daughter.
Well, luckily she had you. You know who to send her to. You
Absolutely.
have the resources. You and I have been talking about these issues for over a year, and when you see them, you know them.
Mm-hmm.
Terry, I don't mean to be rude, but I notice a lot of realtors in Texas are not that equipped.
No, you're exactly right. And when you talk about blessed and being grateful, guys, my story is I've been doing what I do now for 30 years. And so I've seen all kinds of things which have given me the opportunities to research to figure out what I have to do. Now, granted, my background is actually mortgage banking. I have a little bit of experience in title. I was an escrow officer at one time
Mm-hmm.
too, so that I'm looking at things that affect title. But then what I know is that you surround yourself with a great team of people like yourself, Lauren, who when a person tells me something, I think, oh, that person can handle that. Don't worry, you know, because they're really freaked out, and I get it. I would be too. And I tell people, it's just because I've been blessed to have done these things, and if I don't know the answer, I know who to go ask in my amongst my team of people. That's why what we do here is so important. So
Yes.
my background for you listeners is mortgage banking, and some title as well, and then of course real estate broker. So with being a real estate broker, I can touch on different things, and I've had people calling me now about different things that are coming up. But because of you, Lauren, I've explained to people the Ladybird deed. I just
Mm-hmm.
got through telling a lady that this week. And then also, yeah, when we get off, I've got somebody who I met to talk about insurance. How about the conversation then went on to real estate? Beautiful lady that I'm excited to get to help. Well, her dad passed away almost 2 years ago, and they've not told anybody that he passed away.
Oh,
Yeah, so we gotta talk about
yeah,
that.
we do.
See what to do.
So, Terry, I think your background, your experience, and your network is what really makes you stand out.
Thank you.
You know, I talk to people who have real estate issues all day, every day, and a lot of those people have issues with realtors. And my experience and what I'm observing is that those realtors are not as experienced as you are. They don't understand mortgages like that you do.
Right.
They don't have a Lauren Cadillac to call. They don't have those kind of things. And that really, you know, when you're choosing a realtor, they're everywhere. They really are. But why choose Terry? Because you have all of that. You
That's right.
know all of those
That's right.
things. That's a huge deal.
And I'm definitely an advocate for whatever it is that they need to do. If you have a mortgage company, I'm dealing with that right now. They're not doing a great job for this client. They already have them. So because I know what they do, I'm telling the client, ask this, 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 and this.
Right.
And you know, and I know they're like, well, who are you talking to? Because, and then I'll get on the phone and ask the mortgage company, did you do this? Did you do that? You know, because I used to do that.
That's
right?
excellent.
So, and you know, you wouldn't know it. And I tell people all the time, that is what puts me a step above.
Absolutely.
And then I care. So there, and I'm a broker, so I don't report to someone else. I can make decisions on what I'm going to do to, you know, minimize your cost and things like that, because I may be helping you with 2 or 3 different things. And that just reminds me one other thing about mortgage. Some people are having issues with reverse mortgages.
Oh, I hate them.
I
hate them so much, Terry. I think they're the devil.
I did them for a while, audience, and the reason I did them was because I kept seeing people come in my neighborhoods who didn't look like us. They wasn't like Lauren, but they didn't look like us. And so my first client was actually my in-laws. I told them they kind of needed it. I knew what was needed, and I did it for them. It worked well, but that's not the same for everybody, only
Right.
because they had me. In this case, my father-in-law passed away a couple of years back, and then afterwards we kept it, and then she passed, so then the family could sell the property after that. But I just talked to somebody today who owed $25,000 on her house in 2005. Why in the world would you take out a reverse mortgage? Well,
No.
she didn't talk to her family. Then she's got this big line of credit. So this house that she probably paid 50 at the most for now owes 107.
But make it worse, when she passes away, her heirs have to purchase it or sell it within 6 months.
That's right.
Within 6 months.
That's
Terry,
right.
do you know that if you end up in a Dallas County probate court, there's one in particular I'm not going to get into right now, we're not even going to see the judge in 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
There's
Yeah.
no way you can sell it. You're not going to have those letters. We're not going to have the executor like we talked about a minute ago.
I just
That's
talked
my
to-
issue with them.
Exactly. And I just talked to her grandson yesterday, and so we're helping him to know what his options are.
Good.
And what they can do to maybe stop that hemorrhaging of interest that's being added on to that reverse mortgage. So anyway, my number, guys, is 817-999-0974. Feel free to give me a call and ask about certain things. And as we get ready to go to break, we'll come back and talk more on Business 101.